Today in this video we will discuss how to calculate net present value, internal rate of return and payback period in Excel. It's very easy to calculate all three calculations in Excel. It's so far easy. The purpose to calculate all three calculations NPV, IRR, PB is that to take business decisions, financial decisions. For instance, we have three projects, that is project 1, project 2 and project 3, that is the interest rate 12% which bank is giving to us. If project 1 giving return less than 12%, it's mean bank is giving a reasonable higher return than the project 1, we should invest in the bank. If project 2 also giving us the return lower than 12%, it's mean again bank giving us the higher rate of return, we should invest our money in the bank. If project 2 return higher than bank, for example project 2 giving us the 14%, 12% is less than the 14, we should invest in the project 2. And if project 1 giving us the 15%, it's mean project 2 14%, bank is 12% and project 1 is 15%, it's mean project 1 is giving the higher return in the future, so we should invest in project 1. But how we take this decision effectively? By using all these calculations. Let's see one by one. How to calculate net present value? Let's see, it's very easy. If we calculate net present value manually one by one, we calculate net present value one by one, we erase the data which I already calculated, because I directly want to show how to calculate net present value by using the formula. Is equal to, that is the cash flows, minus sign shows that is the cost of investment we invest in our business. Positive sign shows 17,000, 25, 16, 4,000 shows that is the future cash flows which business is giving to us in the form of return. All those values having positive sign is the actually cash inflows. Cash inflows mean money is flowing towards business, and minus sign shows money is going outside the business. How to calculate net present value? Is equal to, that is the minus cash flows divided by 1 plus rate of interest, that is 12%. Either you select is proper cell or to type manually, that is 12% like this. Bracket close, raised to power year 0, and here is the present value of cash flows minus 45,000 cost of investment, that is the present value also minus 45,000 because we have at year 0 today's present value like same the cost of investment. We just copy this, and 17,000 present value at year 1, 15,178, 25,000 at year 2, 199,29.85. If we sum all the net present value, we observe that NPV is equal to 4038.97. Manually NPV is 4038.97. We calculate NPV directly from the Excel. It's so simple. Is equal to, type NPV, bracket close, rate of interest, that is 12%, 12%, comma, selected value. You just must conscious about the selection of cash flows. We take only positive cash flows, not negative cash flows. Bracket close, plus, now take negative cash flows separately, that is the minus, equal to 4038.97, which is exactly equal which we have calculated manually. 4038.97 and 4038.97. This 4038.97 we calculated manually one by one, and this 403.97 we calculated directly by using NPV formula. Same we calculate net present value of project 2, that is equal to NPV bracket close rate of interest 12%, comma positive cash flows bracket close plus separately negative cash flows is equal to, here is 310.17 present value. We observe that project 1 has greater net present value than project 2. Obviously we should go for project 1, which giving us the more return. Now calculate internal rate of return. Internal rate of return actually the rate at which present value of cash inflows is equal to present value of cash outflow. How to calculate? Is equal to IRR bracket close values. In IRR we should take all the values including the minus values, including the cash outflows values. So we take all the values is equal to, here is 17%. The 17% project 1 is giving as our rate. Now we calculate IRR for project 2 is equal to IRR start values including all values minus, and here is the guess rate, some guess internal rate. It's up to you, either you select any guess rate or it's just leave it blank. Is equal to project 2 give us 12%, project 1 giving us 17%. Now we are in a position to evaluate which business project is favorable for us. Project 2 is giving 12% interest rate, bank also giving us 12% interest rate, and the project 1 is giving 17% investment, 17% rate. It means project 1 is most favorable, highly returnable project. We should invest in project 1. Now calculate payback period. How to calculate payback period? We need cumulative cash flows. So how to calculate cumulative cash flows? Check out cumulative cash flow. Cumulative cash flows is the combined cash flows year to year. For example, here is minus 45,000. Now we add minus 45,000 plus year 1 positive cash flow 17,000, like is equal to sum 45,000 plus next 17,000. So here is minus 28,000. Copy all these. Minus 28,000 plus next year positive cash flows 25, remaining is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 16 plus 13 plus 13 plus 4, 17,000. This is meaning for cumulative cash flows, combined cash flows year to year. Now how to calculate payback period? Let's see. Is equal to, must check at what year your last cumulative cash flow is negative. At year 2, here is the last negative cash flows, that is minus 3,000 is negative at year 2. Select year 2. Year 2 minus, start the bracket and select the last negative cumulative cash flows, that is minus 3,000, divided by next positive cash flows, that is 16,000, and the bracket close. Here is your payback period, that is 2.19. Payback period is the period at which your investment is recovered. It means we require 2.19 year to recover our all investment, that is minus 45,000. It means minus 45,000 is recovered in 2.19 years. Now calculate payback period for project 2 is equal to, firstly calculate cumulative cash flows. Calculate cumulative cash flows. Cumulative cash flows, first one is minus 45,000 minus 45,000, then add is equal to sum 45, sorry, is equal to sum, start the bracket, 45,000 plus 10,000, here is minus 35,000, and just copy it. For payback period, we should also know the last negative cumulative cash flow, that is minus 15,000 at year 2. Select year 2 minus, start the bracket, last negative cumulative cash flows divided by next positive cash flows. Here is the something is going wrong, bracket close, and here is the cumulative cash flows payback period, that is minus 2.83. It's mean project 1. Now if we conclude all these calculation for our business decision, we how to evaluate one by one, we study for this calculation. Net present value of project 1 is greater than project 2. It's mean project 1 has a more worth than project 1. We should go for project 1 on the basis of net present value calculation. Internal rate of return, project 1 giving us 17% and project 2 giving us the 12%. Obviously 17% is higher, so we go for project 1. Now payback period of project 1 is lesser than the payback period of project 2, because project 2 payback period 2.83, project 1 payback period 2.19. It's mean project 1 return our all the investment in the lesser time. In payback period, lesser time is more worthy than the higher time. So on the basis of all three calculation, we can conclude that project 1 is more worthy than project 2. Here is the purpose to calculate net present value, internal rate of return, payback period. Obviously, if NPV is positive, project is favorable, we should go for the investment that is favorable. If NPV is negative, project is unfavorable, like this. If we 9,000, then here is the negative NPV. It's mean project 2 is not so worthy. If NPV is 0, project is balance neutral, it's up to you either to invest in the project or not. So this is the calculation of NPV in Excel, IRR and payback period in Excel, and the decision making. Thank you so much for watching.